today, get out if you get a chance and drive far. It's been a while since I've been to New York. I could fly, but I'm driving. Listen, take your life back. Okay? Take your power back. Okay? Be careful what you are paying attention to. What are you giving your attention to? Your attention is currency. Right? Save some of your own cosmic currency for yourself. Right? Pay attention to yourself. If needed, turn this off and pay attention to yourself. Breathe. Focus. Be more observant. Look at things for yourself. Now, New York's got these rules for travel, and I went through their little Willy Wonka. Thank you, C Star Floorburn. Willy Wonka website for the C-19 to see what their travel restrictions are and what their rules are and things like that. And I got to thinking, because as I'm traveling on this road, I'm noticing lots of trucks that are going and delivering things. And I'm thinking, these truck drivers who have to go can't be getting caught up in all of this quarantine for days at a time just because they got to drive to a state to deliver some stuff. So, I got a little deep in their propaganda. I found some interesting items in their propaganda. Let's talk about it. New York, as it pertains to New York. If you're gonna go to New York and you're gonna be there more than 24 hours, they got this whole protocol you need to go through and contacting the health department and getting a COVID test and quarantining yourself and all this other stuff. I got to thinking, okay, they can't be doing that to truck drivers. All right, so what's the loophole for the truck drivers? The loophole is I already said it. Did you miss it? I already said it. Don't rewind. Here you go. 24 hours. All right? So if you go into New York and you're going to be there less than 24 hours, you don't have to go through the Wonka ticket. The Wonka ticket, thank you, Floorburn. The Wonka ticket shenanigans. You don't have to jump through the hoops of the Wonka ticket shenanigans if you're going to be there less than 24 hours. They have made the rules so that the big businesses that they want to continue to operate can move freely without being bothered. But they're going to bother you. Me. Okay? The fines are $10,000 for not following this Willy Wonka contacting. What's the fucking term? They're contacting. I forget the term. It'll come to me in a second while I'm talking. Right, $10,000 if you don't follow their COVID protocol, and they leave a phone number so that you can call and report people who you believe are not doing the COVID protocol call, the COVID protocol process coming in and out of the state. They list a phone number for you to call to snitch on people who you believe should be contacted. Contact tracing is the word I was looking for, the phrase I was looking for. Contact tracing. Right? Fortunately, lawsuits are already underway against the Center for Disease Control for basically promoting a natural cold process as a pandemic. right? What's the death rate? What's the survival rate? Same as the flu. Are you kidding me? You motherfuckers are scared of being sick for a couple days. Mike, what about all the people who have died for it? Listen. Okay? The Gregorian calendar says this is 2020. Hindsight is 2020. Good vision is 2020. Coincidence? This is the era where you should be able to decipher things on your own. I mean, it's right in front of you. It's right in front of you. All right? Now, I am in a car by myself. I'm just saying. I'm in a car by myself. What reason would I have to drive with a mask on in a car by myself? For that matter, what reason would I have to wear a mask in general? The science exists that demonstrates that wearing any mask, any of these, even these little skinny ones that I have around here, just at 70 miles an hour, I'm not going to poke around and look for it to show you on camera. You know what them little blue masks look like? Reduces your oxygen intake. It does. Now, it doesn't reduce it by much, but it reduces it to a dangerous level. Me breathing right now, open my windows, whatever, breathing right now, I'm breathing in just over 20% oxygen, 20.5 on a good day. I don't know what it is in New York, maybe it's 20.2. You know, the fog and the pollution or whatever. But 20.5, just keep things halfway even, all right? Now, the OSHA guidelines, and I've said this before, but I don't keep saying it until it sinks in. The OSHA guidelines, all right, for oxygen level in the workplace is 19.5. It's a federal violation for you to have to go work in a work environment where the oxygen level is 19.5 or below. Question. The least expensive, cheap blue mask that you see all over the grocery store public parking lots when you leave with your groceries scattered about. What does it reduce your oxygen intake to? On average, 17.8 is the oxygen level you receive while wearing that over your nose and mouth. Almost 2 percentage points lower than the federally OSHA mandated law for oxygen level in the workplace. Now, I know when you're wearing a mask and you're outside, you're not in the workplace. So, Mike, why are you talking about workplace? What I'm saying is, if the mandate is 19.5, they're saying anything under 19.5 is hazardous, and you're wearing the cheapest mask. Some of y'all got them thick cloth ones, and some of y'all got the mask with the Transformer logos on the side. You're doing too much. You're doing exactly what you're told, right? And there's consequences for that. I talked about the woman who was driving by herself, wearing a mask, crashed her car, breathing her own carbon dioxide. I'm out of here. Checked out. Doesn't make sense. Now, you germaphobes washing your hands 20 times a day. Understand that you have more bacteria in you than you have human DNA. At a ratio of 1 to 10. Okay? 1 to 10. 10 being bacteria. You kidding me? Your body is a condominium for bacteria. Get over it, you germaphobes. My gosh. Right? The more bacteria you've been exposed to, the more healthy population of bacteria you got going in your gut flora, the healthier you are. Period. Facts. Right? Get your vitamins A through J. J? Yes, A through J. Just get them. Now, I would suggest you get a notebook and a pen, and on one page you write vitamin A. And then you Google all the foods that have vitamin A and pick your favorite foods and consume them. Do the same thing for vitamin B. You're going to need more pages for vitamin B because you're going to do the B's separately. B1, B2, B4, B6, B8, B9, B12. It's not straight 1 through 12. Do those individually. Write the foods. Circle your favorite foods. Vitamin C, that's the easy one. Now, you guys are not getting enough vitamin C. All right? You guys are not getting enough vitamin B. And you guys are definitely zinc deficient. And zinc is so freaking cheap. My gosh. There are doctors. Nobody's studying zinc. It's that cheap. Listen, it's abundant and it's everywhere. Zinc. Doctors have found that people who have passed from the Wuhan shuffle were zinc deficient. Your vitamin D, right? Now, fortunately, you don't really have to go spend money on vitamin D if you don't want to. You can just go out in the sun, right? Some of us with darker skin are living in northern environments where the sun's not coming out much in the wintertime. That's a seed planet. That, I'm going to visit New York. I'm not going to live there. Alright? I want to be closer to the equator. Just do. Alright? With me having darker skin, it takes longer for me to absorb enough sunlight to synthesize vitamin D, which is not a vitamin, it's a hormone. Another video. Not going into that. So what's this video about? Listen, I call it a road ramble. I don't know. Shoot, get out of it what you get out of it. Vitamin E. Another page. List all the things that provide vitamin E and pick your favorites and start consuming them. Understand, my habit, smoking depletes zinc and a lot of other nutrients, right? It's a fact. I know that. The plan is this weekend I'm done with smoking, all right? It was my last bad habit. I have enjoyed it. It lowers my vibration enough to for you to hear the radio station. And we always talk about these levels to this. I got to go back and level up. Now, I got a close friend of mine. I'll give him a shout out. I just don't really want to put his... if I say his first name, he'll know. And the rest of you motherfuckers won't know who he is. Al. Al says, Mike, because he's real in tune with vibration and the language of vibration. That's kind of cool. Mike, you have to lower your vibration, if you're going to, reach out and grab people and pull them up. Okay, Al. So, for the year, I've been, lowering the vibration enough so that I can plant some seeds, cosmic farmer, and hope that the seeds we plant are in fertile soil. All right? Okay, so which vitamins are most important? Right? Listen, there's 102 minerals that you need to create homeostasis in your body that I know about. All on the periodic table. All right? But I will list them in the description. I'm just talking about the minerals. Interesting enough, a lot of those minerals are in great detail in certain foods. Like Himalayan salt has a lot of those minerals in it. Right? Not the full 102. It's like 43 or something like that. But Himalayan salt is cool. Celtic salt is cool. That's cool stuff. Right? Some need more salts than others. And we, brown people, don't need a whole lot of sodium. It just is what it is. It's not better or worse. There's levels to this. All right? Potassium. So if you're getting your potassium, you're getting your sodium from Celtic salt or Celtic salt or Himalayan salts. And the reason why I say Himalayan salts because that's old material you're talking about that hadn't been exposed to plastic. Our oceans are littered and poisoned with plastics. So just regular, sea salt, me personally, I'm staying away from that because it has very small units of plastic that can be measured and tested just due to the way we pollute the waters. Himalayas, where they mine for Himalayan salt, no plastic up in there. You know what I mean? So I like that. The Celtic salts, old seabed floors, before we were littering the planet with plastic. So those are two jewels. You can get it that way. Potassium. Put a little what's called no salt in your water. Get potassium that way, but you can also get potassium out of your foods. All right. The recommended daily allowance for potassium is 4,700 milligrams, 4,700 milligrams of potassium. None of y'all are getting that, okay, in a day. That would be the equivalent of eating 6 or 7 avocados. Now, I like avocados, but I'd be hard-pressed to eat 2 of them in a day, let alone 6 or 7. Understand that physically we are not as strong as gorillas. We're just not. But understand that they eat 16 pounds of vegetation a day. Right? Now, I can't eat 16 pounds of vegetation. But we're smart enough now to do our own research and experiment with our own physical avatars to figure out what makes us feel good and what makes us not feel good. Right? Listen, I grew up with soda and candy and all that stuff. I like that. I like that stuff. I can't eat it. I can't put it in my body anymore. I can't do that. All right? I can't do a lot of things. I can't do voting anymore. I just can't. You politicians are done. All right? Because all of you are all insiders. And I understand that there's levels to this, there's levels to the insiders. I'm not saying every politician is in the knowing of stuff. They're not. The good majority of them is asleep like the rest of you. Not you who I'm talking to. You know who I'm talking to. I'm not talking about you. How could you be asleep listening to me this long?